everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Reactcast. Bro, Reactcast hasn't been on in literally 3 weeks. Well, I think it's actually 4 weeks tomorrow, or when this comes out. Which is kind of sad, I'm not going to cap, but it had a bit because of anniversary and all that. But we are back, guys, with a new Reactcast, which is Princess Diana. More conspiracy. When we ended, we were officially halfway through conspiracies. So it means we have 5 more Reactcasts leading up to 20, which is more conspiracy for the next 5 weeks. For the next 5 weeks, you guys are going to get no more conspiracies. After next week, we'll be 4 more. But yeah, and then we'll be into just different reactions that you guys, because remember, it stops at Friday for a month or something. Reactcasts. So yeah, leading into season 3. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay, let's get into it.
It was 1997, Diana's summer of love. In what were to be the final weeks of her life, Diana was making plans for a new life with her boyfriend, Egyptian-born billionaire Dodi Fayed. Bodyguard Lee Sansom, there he is with Diana, was an eyewitness to those idyllic days in Saint-Tropez in the south of France, and he's breaking his silence after 25 years.
The princess used to come down onto the beach every day, early before the paparazzi got there, and used to talk to us, and we'd chat about, various things. So I spent quite a bit of time with her.
Sansom was both a bodyguard and a confidant. His book, just out, is called Protecting Diana, A Bodyguard Story. He told me Diana revealed she was making detailed plans to move to California.
She was going to the States. And she told me she liked the people in the States. She liked the way she was treated there. She liked the way the press treated her.
She told you she wanted to move to the United States?
Yes, she was going to stay there.
It foreshadows Prince Harry's controversial decision to live in California with wife Meghan Markle.
He knows that his mother regarded the States as a sanctuary, of a safe place.
Diana and sons Harry and William signed this poignant thank you note to Lee Sansom when their last vacation together was over. She writes, "We all had a magical 10 days."
Unfortunately, it's one of the last letters that she ever wrote.
Tragically, Diana's life was cut short at summer's end. Pursued by paparazzi, she and Dodi, along with their driver, were killed in a car crash in this Paris tunnel. None were wearing seatbelts. Lee Sansom believes if he had been there, Diana would have survived.
Had I have been on that trip to Paris, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, they would have had their seatbelts on.
Nothing.
Mohammed Al Fayed remains convinced that the Princess of Wales and his son Dodi died as a result of a conspiracy orchestrated by the British Secret Services.
MI6 have spied on Dodi and Diana during their trip by bugging their phones, all the satellites, know where they are, find everywhere, every step. They've been murdered.
There was a lot in the media about an alleged conversation between Paul Burrell and the Queen.
This morning, it was the Queen who was at the centre of the revelations. Mr. Burrell says his meeting with her took place just a few days before he received an honour from her in November 1997. He says it took place in her private sitting room at the palace.
When you think about this as a conspiracy theory, you must not forget people financially had something to gain by it being peddled. People like Paul Burrell were making a lot of money. I'm not saying he made it up. I just mean that the temptation, of course, would always be there to kind of just give us a little one-liner, because then we'll give you lots of money and we'll serialize your book.
I can only tell you the truth. I'm not going to embroider. I am not going to make anything up. I will tell you the truth. Exactly what I heard and what I saw.
think we got one more 2-minute video left, and then that's it.
At the tunnel by the Pont d'Alma, Parisians and tourists alike came in droves. Some came simply to stare, but most came in a sort of spontaneous pilgrimage to the road where Princess Diana's car crashed and killed her. They leave behind flowers and small, touching individual expressions of pain and loss. It was here, just after midnight, that a Saturday night out in the City of Lights turned to tragedy. The precise details are still sketchy, but the Mercedes 600 carrying the princess, her Egyptian companion, Dodi El Fayed, a driver and a bodyguard, emerged from the tunnel a complete, crumpled wreck. Circumstantial evidence, at least, that the driver lost control while driving at very high speed. According to some reports, at over 100 miles an hour as he sought to escape from several paparazzi, photographers who specialize in following celebrities and who, on this occasion, were chasing the couple on motorbikes. The bikes were impounded and 7 photographers were taken into custody for questioning by the Paris police. They're still being held at the main headquarters. The French capital's emergency services immediately announced Mr. El Fayed and the driver had died, but it took them 2 hours to cut the princess out of the twisted wreckage. Despite massive internal bleeding, they initially managed to revive the princess and had brought her to the nearby Salpêtrière hospital, where she was undergoing surgery when she suffered a heart attack and died. And it was at the hospital that 4 hours after the crash, her death was announced by Bruno Vieux, the doctor who had tried to save her life. The princess had arrived in Paris late Saturday afternoon and had dinner with Dodi El Fayed at the Ritz Hotel, which, like Harrods, is owned by Mr. El Fayed's father. Accompanied by 1 British bodyguard, the couple then set off on their last journey that ended in catastrophe. Given the manner in which the paparazzi chased Princess Diana, this, in the eyes of many observers here, was an accident waiting to happen. But such recriminations will have to wait until after the French police have completed their investigation.
I think the driver drives very fast, and he lost the control of the car. And at this speed, we don't know if the paparazzi can follow the car. And this tunnel is very dangerous. We had about more than, I think, 30 or 40 dead in the last 30 years.
40 dead in the last 30 years.
For the moment, most Parisians don't appear interested in those details, as also at the hospital.
Well, that was actually kind of a sad reaction, guys. And that, I just wanted to say, now that's like, well, episode 16 now, we're over halfway now through season 2, which has been crazy. I just wanted to say, that's all you know now, because, I had a list of, where is it? I had a list, of, thing, from Reactcast season, from Reactcast season 2, hashtag 11 to hashtag 20, we will be reacting to the conspiracies such as aliens, done, 9/11, done, subliminal messaging, done, JFK assassination, done, Area 51, done, and Princess Diana's death, done, and more. So you guys aren't going to know any of the Reactcasts until they come out, so it is kind of exciting, to be fair, but I know exactly what the last 4 are going to be. But just remember, chat, it's going to get a little bit crazy now. Yeah, I'm going to finish off that morning routine video anyway. But yeah, thanks for watching. Was Princess Diana's death intentional? You tell me.